Oh my God, I'm finally got on. Hello, everybody. This is Throw the Dice Thursday. And whew, it has been hard to get myself on this channel. But anyway, this is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. Whew. And here is our Throw the Dice from last week. It is about sponging, over the top, regal, congrats, and bling. Well, I tell you, I thought about something brand new. So what I did was I changed what we were doing. So I hope you do not mind this, trying to get my camera where I need it to be so you can't see everything. But you know what? We just may be there. But anyway, I did something brand new and a little bit different. So I went all after sponging. So we are going to learn a new sponging technique today. This is a piece, and again, all the measurements are down below. But instead of congrats, I kind of went congratulations, best wishes, kind of a stretch. Regals, I just went with in colors, so I might as well change that to the in colors. Over the top, this will be a little bit over the top, and your hands may get a little bit grungy. Sponging, that's what this is all about, and I don't have a lot of bling, so blinging over the top kind of went off, but if we need to, I can add a little bit of bling to this when we are through. So here's what we need. We need our nature's prints. And in that nature's prints, we are using this beautiful plant. Do not know what this plant is. So anybody who knows who the plant is, please leave me a little message. And we're using best wishes. And I'm going to stick that up here so you guys can see what we are doing. Then we are using Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis as our inks. At that same time, we are using our sponging brushes. Now I have a blue one and I do have a purple one. So I just went with all mine as far as colors go. So nothing else other than the color. You need your heat tool. You need some of your baker's twine, and we are just going to use the Orchid Oasis. You will, whoops, daisy. You will need some glue dots that came unrolled. And you'll just need the glue dot for the top of the bow. Let me see if I can get down to everything else. You will need your Embossing Buddy. And you will need some Scotch tape. I also have a nice little envelope that matches it. And we will need to make sure we do the envelope. Then I have a piece of, oh my goodness. It is 3.5 by 4 1/4. This next piece is Orchid Oasis, and this is 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. It's just going to fit on just like this. So there's just a little bit of room at the top and at the bottom. And then we also need a piece of 4 1/4. Let me get this going. 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. So we are going to do this last, but we're going to do our sponging first. Whoop, whoop. So you need a piece of scratch paper. That's going to be the number one thing you need. And then you're going to need to open up your ink pads. Now this is still inky from last night. I did the same exact technique with my group last night. It was great. I just love doing this technique. It's just really, really easy to do. So we are going to get our Whisper White piece of paper. We are going to add our lighter color. Now you can do this in any color you want. And it needs to be two colors that coordinate with each other. And then you need one that is a little bit lighter in color than the other. So my first one is going to be the Orchid Oasis, and I'm going to start off and then start onto the cardstock. And yes, it would be easier if I just pivoted the cardstock. And it's okay that you have blobs like this. You just want to go around in circles. Yes, you also want to make sure that you get the center, but you want to, there's pressing on this, and then there's pressing on this. You want to lightly press on this. So that is what we are doing, but we need to make sure that we get around the ends. And I am going to press a little bit harder, hence the index finger. Now I have this great big blob over here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to blend it just a little bit. And you can always go back and blend some more. Now this center is just a little bit too white, so again, I want to barely put some ink on it. So it isn't stark white, but yes, it can be a little bit white. And with this light on it, it looks like it is a lot of white. So there we go. So that is our Orchid Oasis. Now we're bringing in the Starry Sky. And this we're just going to use around the outside. And this is just going to give it a darker look. But yet, if you really look at it in here, you can see the difference between the light and the dark. It looks a little more skyy. All right, so we want some sky look to it. And these little marks at the bottom, they're not going to matter much once we start adding everything we need to do to this. Okay, right now we're just kind of blending it out. And I will bring in my Oasis just to kind of bring it together. Okay, and that's our blending part. Woohoo! Okay, so we are now going to take this beautiful plant, okay, from Nature's Prints. And we are just going to ink it up, and I'm going to stamp mostly in the corners. So I'm going to stamp one up high, and then again stamp off down low. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Stamp off high, and then stamp off low. So then we have two separate stamping. And again, you can see how the blue really brings into focus how light the, what is it, the purple is. I love this technique. All right, from here, I am going to bring in my cleaners and just clean this off, because you really need to make sure this is clean for the VersaMark, and the VersaMark is coming next. This is where my hands get really dirty. Okay, and all I'm doing is just cleaning it off. I'm going to see if we're okay, but again, VersaMark picks up different colors. So So I'm hoping I have this as clean as I can be. Okay. Oh, whoa, you can see my owl head right there. Oh, yeah. All right. So we are now going to bring back that sheet, and we are going to use our Embossing Buddy, and I just keep it in here. The Embossing Buddy takes off static, takes off any type of oils. Okay, it just gives the VersaMark a clean stamp. All right, and yes, your Buddy will get just a little bit colored, but you know, that's just the way that it goes. So now from here, oh man, I'll be right back. Last night I put the VersaMark away. So again, we need to bring back out our VersaMark. And VersaMark, we are just going to add a VersaMark up in the corner. And I don't know if you can see it. This is just a watermark. So you can kind of see what's going on. Here we have another. I'm going to put another one over here. And everything's in the middle, so I think I'm just going to use two. So you get a chance just to see everything. All right, so we have that done. In the embossing, this is what, let me see, this is a clear one, but this is what the white embossing powder comes in, small little container like that. And I do have it kept in a little case where everything looks like this. And I also have a big one. Okay, this is my white. So I'm going to just try to move these away, bring this in, try to keep it on the ends. And all I'm going to do is add the white embossing powder. All right, now you are going to see as soon as I bring it up and get my brush, you are going to see a couple of little marks here. So all I'm going to do is take my marks away. I have a cat sitting, so my cat is trying to get up and get into this window. All right, so all the little marks are away. Now I'm going to heat set this. I am using a clipboard that has cardboard, and I wrapped it in foil. And this will keep it from rolling, but it also just heats from both sides. There's kind of like a rebounding effect, almost like when you are suntanning and you have the wonderful little silver plate up to try to get yourself a little more suntan. That's what we're doing here. So this is going to get noisy. And all I'm going to do is make sure it looks like it's a dirty color right now. I'm going to put it back down. And once it starts to change, I'll show you what the change looks like. And you just want to keep this moving. And as soon as it gets up to its maximum heat, which is pretty hot, then you're going to see the white, the dirty white, turn to a clean white. Now I'm going to show you this right here in the bottom corner. It's turned to a clean white where the rest is kind of murky. And that means that it is hot enough to heat your embossing powder. I do have flannel house coat that I have burnt before because I did it close to flannel, um, the flannel house coat. Any type of a puffy house coat, you want to make sure that you leave it down on the ground and you don't try to do the embossing powder as you have it in your hand down by your legs. We got a couple of little spots at the detailed part of this stamp. All right, so there you go. And I'm going to give it just a minute to set, and then I'm going to touch it. It should feel a little dry and a little bit sticky. If there's any kind of grit to it, that means that it is not set yet. And so this is all set. So we are done, and the front part of our card has completed with this sponging. It's just so beautiful, so beautiful. I'm going to bring in my tape, and now I am going to bring out my Orchid Oasis, put just a little piece on the side and tape it down. That's the easiest way that I like to do so. And from here, I'm just going to wind that around twice. Take another piece and stick it down. I'm hoping that it stays on this side. And then I need to bring my scissors out. I'm sorry, I hope you could see all that. And all I'm going to do is cut. All right, that looks so beautiful. I'm going to bring in my liquid glue, but before I do that, I am going to just shut my Starry Sky because I am absolutely done, and you can see my fingers are there to prove it. And I'm bringing out my silicone pad, and I am just going to add a little bit of glue onto my card, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to place this, try to get as much at the top as I do have on the bottom. And then I'm just going to turn it over and give it a nice little rub. Now, some people say that you want to leave the glue open so it gets a little bit sticky and then add it onto your cardstock. I think everybody has their own. That's one of the reasons that you don't really want to add a lot of glue to this outside of it coming out all over the place, but it just is nice. I love the way this looks. Okay, I have a little glue up at the top. I'm going to wipe away, and then all I'm going to do to not make that part sticky is I'm just going to take out my Embossing Buddy and rub it over tight the top. Now, if it still really bothers you, you can get out your little glue eraser and you can erase it off. Either one works well. And if you want to do them both, you can do them both. Okay. So now on this next one, I am just going to position this piece about where I want it on my basic white cardstock. Then I am going to take my best wishes and happy thoughts and just stamp straight down straight up. From here, I am sorry, I had one of my cats little fur things hanging all over the bottom, so I had to get them off. And again, just rub some more glue on. You can use the seal if you want, okay, the Stampin' Seal. I think it's up to everybody what your choice is. And I'm just going to add this on. That little piece of hair. There you go. I'm going to turn it over. Give it a nice little rub. And then, hold on just a minute. I am looking for my tweezers. I can't find my stamping tweezers, but I am just looking for my tweezers right now. And all I'm going to do is add just a little bit of bling, because I think it's pretty easy. All we have to do is just add a couple of these beautiful little jewel basic rhinestones. And again, you want them to be as much in some type of a triangle as possible. Let me see right here. And maybe I'll add a couple down at the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to go one more. Up here. There you go. So I got my triangles that I need. All right. So that is what the outside of the card looks like. It's really beautiful. Golly, I like the way this looks. And again, the sponging is so easy to do. So now I'm going to go back to my little plant. Do not know exactly what the name of the plant is. And then I am just going to stamp the Oasis on the side. From here then, I'm just going to move that to the side, bring in my envelope, and stamp it up one more time, and then down one more. All right, so now my envelope is stamped. So I got everything that I need. So that was it today. Oh my God. I love this. I love the way that this card looks. I like how easy it has been to put it all together. 2 colors of ink involved, which I really like. You have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors that you put together. I just think that this is, oh, this looks beautiful. And I like being able to sponge with my blank. Now, we don't have anymore some of the sponging that you could do. Again, I recommend that you do it around in circles. But we do have daubers. You can use the daubers as part of the sponging too if you do not have any of the blends. So in 2 weeks, we are going to be doing something new. So in those 2 weeks, I can tell you in just a minute, moving things out of the way so we can, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Completely forgot. Thank you very much. My bow. I forgot my bow. So I'm just taking a glue dot. I did my bow. Either you can do your bow with a spoon. You can do your bow with a bow maker. I did mine with a bow maker. You can also do it with, I've done this, wrapping it around your fingers, folding it, and then also working your magic Or for me, I unfortunately use my teeth sometimes to catch the ends and give it a nice tug on it. So there we go. That is my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. I love the way that this card looks. Oh my God. So without further ado, we are going to get to our next one. Over the top. Everything's always over the top. I don't know if I'm a very good over the top person. All right. We're going to do a friendship card with some die cuts. Again with our regals. And we're working on blending. Now everyone knows that the new catalog is out. Absolutely beautiful. And I would, anybody who would like to have a catalog, please contact me and I will send you one. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. So anything that I can do to help you out, I am there. So again, one more look at the card we created. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, before you go, on my website, which is www.ktstamps.com, I have these color coaches, and it's all the new colors. And they give you 3 different colors that they match up with. And I love these, and I do have them on my blog. Please feel free to go there, download them. I have not gotten around to it yet, but I'm going to get there soon. Whatever color you have at the top, which is like pebbled path, then you just put a little outline of the pebbled path around that so you can really see what the pebbled path looks like. Over here, it's bubble bath. So it gives you that beautiful little pink, and it really shows up the colors on the side. So that's also available on my blog for you. I don't think that there's anything else I have to say except for please, please, please show me what your card looks like. I want to make sure, let's go this way. I want to make sure that I am helping you any way possible. I love spending time with you. I thank you for being here with me today, and have a great day. And thank you for throwing the dice Thursday with me. Bye-bye.